This Hunter Blade Barrage build refunds your super right after using a super, essentially giving you infinite supers one after another, as well as giving you fast ability cooldowns, infinite knives and fast dodges, and a few other things. Now you might be thinking, okay, sure for patrols and normal lost sectors, but this actually works better, believe it or not, in harder endgame activities. The main reason being is that more tougher adds and champions you have in an activity, the more super energy you'll generate with the exotic, which is only half of the build, but we'll break all that down in a video and go over the setup. But we'll first mention I have covered this initial build's base design before in season 13, but this one has a few slight changes and is updated for the new season. You can use this in Master and Grandmaster Nightfalls, or raids, Legend Lost sectors and all that good stuff. But guys, let's not delay any further, let's get straight into it. Rate, comment, sub, share, intro. Now with this build you will be able to get your super back right after using it, and if you for some reason don't, you will be insanely close to topping it off with just a few kills. When you are using this build, your main focus should be aiming to prep for your next super before using your super. So while you will get a free super after using it, you need to make sure that when using that next super, you'll get another free super. So don't waste time by spamming supers or you'll just mess up the build and we'll probably have to just build it up again slowly to start the next chain of infinite supers. Before we jump ahead though into the build and how it works, I will mention as always that if you like these build videos, you should follow along and check out the playlist linked below as I do them every week. But the way you will use this build in all activities regardless of the difficulty is first spawn 4 elemental wells. Whether you're using finishers and elemental wells or picking up orbs from getting multi-kills, it really doesn't matter, you just need to be charger light with a ×4 stack and always have your grenade available when your super is ready. You then cast your super, throw a grenade within a second right after using it, ideally at a bunch of minor adds, which will then top you up with around 30 to 50% super energy. Then your Shards of Galanor should finish up the energy, if not coming close to it. You'll use a weapon like Bad JuJu to finish up super energy in light activities, and a weapon with Wellspring to get grenade energy quickly, to make it faster for getting and using more supers within a close time with each other. Your only main concern with this build is to just get those charger light stacks and grenades quickly, as that is what you want to prioritize right after using your super and grenade. Now taking a look at the loadout, in light activities you will preferably use a Bad JuJu to help generate super energy faster for the last 25% if you for some reason mess up. In harder activities you'll use a weapon that can either generate ability energy, super energy or grenade energy specifically, so weapons that have a Wellspring perk, Demolitionist, Fresh and all those things. Your heavy weapon is up to you, but for my choice with this build I'm using a rocket launcher. For the subclass we are using a middle tree solar gunslinger Blade Barrage, also known as Way of 1,000 Cuts, which comes with knife trick that burns enemies on hit, the burning edge where your dodge recharges faster when enemies burn, and playing with fire where defeating those burned enemies or burning enemies recharges your knife quickly, which is also pretty cool because you will be able to chain solar abilities infinitely on top, but you'll want to use a swarm grenade and a marksman's dodge for instant reloads. The exotic armor we are going with is of course Shards of Galanor, more on this soon, but for the helmet mods we have Swift Charge to become charger light from our Bad JuJu rapid kills. If you are in harder activities like a GM, go with Elemental Charge and Overload Wellmaker, or Taking Charge, or all of them, and you will have enough points to slot these on as I've already tested this. I'll tell you what to replace in the next armor pieces, but go with Ashes to Assets for bonus super energy on grenade kills, which is why I said earlier, try to kill adds with the grenade when you throw it after using a super. For the gauntlets we are using a Shardy Shards, great exotic by the way, but hits and kills with Blade Barrage will return super energy after the super ends. Now bear in mind that we will be using energy converter later, which only gives us the first 50% as a maximum, so that's why you're throwing a grenade first, then this will top off the rest. But the mods you want with this are 2 impulse recyclers, which are exclusive to this season only, and this will help you get your grenade back when using it, but replace these with your champion mods if you need to. And then as I mentioned earlier, if you're using the 2 elemental mods, slot one of them in here, but also note that the Overload Wellmaker needs to be slotted into Arc Armor. But with our next mod in the chest we have Firepower, which you can also replace in harder activities. For me, I'll use Overload Wellmaker, Elemental Charge and Taking Charge, which gives you plenty of charger light stacks quickly, then you don't really have to worry about that, and then instead focus on getting your grenade back as quick as possible. I mean regardless, once you have your super and max charger light stacks with a grenade, you will get the majority of your super back when using it. Just try to use it on the toughest adds like bosses and champions to deal some DPS and generate the most energy back. But with this chest we also have rocket launcher reserves for a heavy weapon. Now for the legs though, we are using supercharge to gain a max of 4 stacks. You can use charged up on top if you want for the final 5th stack, but I don't think it's really needed. Next you want rocket launcher scavenger for your heavy weapon, and for the class we are using energy converter, which will give us around 30 to 50% of our super when using a grenade, which is why you really want to use things to get that grenade back ASAP, and a basic ability cooldown mod, which again you can replace if you want, but finally for your stats you do want to max out your discipline for faster grenades. So overall this build isn't too much different than my season 13 version, but it does have some slight changes which I think work really well in the endgame. Just make sure that you always have 4 charge light stacks and a grenade every time you cast your super on ads or bosses, and you will get at least 80% of your super back if you do it right. Then you have a little time to get the next 4 stacks and another grenade before you then get your super ready to use again, and you don't want to always use the super, only use it when you really need to, and make use of those melee abilities because they can be pretty useful sometimes. But that is all for this quick updated Blade Barrage build for season 14. Next you guys should go check out the playlist for more awesome builds, but for now give this one a try, leave a rating, subscribe and share for more, and comment what your favourite Hunter's solo build is, or what you think of this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.